Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kafitria Milenia from 11 Maret University, Department of Statistics. I want to present our articles under the title Forecasting the Export Unit Value Index in Indonesia using the Single Input Transfer Function. Our background articles is first, export is one of the factors that can cause an increase in the economic growth of a country. One measure of export activity that can describe economic growth in Indonesia is the Export Unit Value Index. This research uses the single input transfer function method to predict the Export Unit Value Index. In addition, we want to know the effect of the value of oil and gas and non-oil and gas export as an input series on the Export Unit Value Index as an output series. Next, we are going to start and split data to data training and data testing. And then we have to check the stationary of the data. Is the data stationary? If the data is not stationary yet, we have to do differencing and transformation. But if the data is already stationary, we are going to build a transfer function model, forecasting, and finish. But the method in specifically, first is build an ARIMA model for a stationary input data series that to determine an ARIMA model, the steps in left side, and after that pre-whitening the input series, pre-whitening the output series, cross correlation between alpha t and beta t, which we get before from pre-whitening, and then identify the values of B, S, and R, identify the ARIMA model of the noise series, estimated parameter, diagnostic model test, and determine are the parameters significant and are the assumptions met. If not yet, we have to back to identify the values of B, S, and R. If all parameters are significant and the assumptions met, we can select this best model. Then result in discussion. The autocorrelation plot in figure 3 and figure 4 of both of the data have legs that come out of the confidence line in the first leg, then dives down slowly, which means they are not stationary because they have a trend pattern. So we have to check in lambda on box plot. In the output series, is equals to 1, so no need transformation, but in input series, it's equals to 2, so need transformation. And we have to check by augmented Dickey-Fuller test in output series, so need differencing, and also the input series need differencing. But after one transformation in input series and after one differencing in the both of data, the data is already stationary. And then autocorrelation function plot of input series data on figure number 5, significant in leg 1, and meanwhile in partial autocorrelation function plot significant in leg 1 and leg 2 in figure number 6. And the best model is ARIMA model 0, 1, 2 that p-value is greater than 5% significance and doesn't have autocorrelation of residuals. And the ARIMA model can be written with the following equation, xt equals blah, blah, blah. An input series pre-whitening model based on ARIMA alpha t equals blah, blah, blah. Pre-whitening is beta t equals blah, blah, blah. And then on the left side, figure number 7 is the cross correlation plot between the output series and the input series. So we have to determine values of B, S, and R. B is the first significant leg is a 0, as the leg before decreasing pattern occurs is 0. R, the significant leg after the first significant leg is 1, and based on calculation using SAS software, the parameter obtained that significant is omega 0 is 0.0000845. So the first transfer function model can be written as yt equals blah, 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 and below is equation for noise series. After that, we have to determine ARIMA plot of noise series. So these 4 models that we have to trial and error, and we get best model in ARIMA 101 model. First transfer function model with noise series ARIMA model is yt equals blah, 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 and same as below. And figure number 10 is the actual value and the forecast value plot of the export value index in Indonesia that not too much different. So the conclusion is the best transfer function model that's suitable to be used is transfer function model 001 with noise series following the ARIMA 101 model. So based on this model, the export unit value index at period time is influenced by the export unit value index in previous month and is influenced by the value of oil and gas and non-oil and gas export in the same month. And the resulting forecast value is not too much different from the actual value, and the main percentage error or in APE value is 4.89%. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.